daily dose of motivation. Inspirational quotes and stories to brighten your day. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you need a little spark to get going. That spark, that sudden burst of energy and determination is what we're delivering today. This isn't abstract philosophy or distant stories. This is practical, powerful, immediately actionable motivation. By the end of this video, you'll feel energized, focused, and ready to tackle whatever your day throws at you. Let's ignite that fire. Your daily dose of motivation starts now. Segment 1: The Power of Starting. Mel Robbins teaches, you're never going to feel like it. You have to push yourself. There's a story about a writer who struggled with procrastination. Every morning, she'd sit at her desk, stare at a blank page, and find excuses not to write. She'd check email, make coffee, organize her desk, anything but write. Then she discovered the 5-second rule. The moment she felt resistance, she'd count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then physically move before her brain could talk her out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fingers on keyboard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, write one sentence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, keep going. Within 3 months, she finished her novel. Not because she suddenly felt motivated every day, but because she stopped waiting to feel motivated. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. The secret isn't finding motivation, it's starting before motivation arrives. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates motivation. Not the other way around. Right now, think of one thing you've been putting off. Not tomorrow, not later today. The moment this video ends, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and take the first step. Just one small action. Because as Lao Tzu said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. But you have to take that step. Segment 2: Believing in your potential. Muhammad Ali declared, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was." Confidence isn't something you wait to feel, it's something you decide. There's a powerful story about Roger Bannister. For decades, running a mile in under 4 minutes was considered impossible. Physiologically impossible. Scientists said the human body couldn't do it. Then, on May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister ran a mile in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. But here's the remarkable part: within 1 year, 37 other runners also broke the 4-minute mile. Within 2 years, over 300 had done it. The human body didn't suddenly evolve. The track conditions didn't magically improve. What changed was belief. Once people saw it was possible, they believed they could do it too. What 4-minute mile are you telling yourself is impossible? What have you decided you can't do before you've even tried? A teacher once told Walt Disney he lacked imagination. A record label told the Beatles they had no future in show business. Publishers told Stephen King his writing wasn't good enough. They believed anyway. They kept going anyway. As Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Your belief doesn't just influence your outcome, it determines it. So choose empowering beliefs. Tell yourself a better story about who you are and what you're capable of. Starting today, catch yourself when you say, "I can't." Replace it with, "I'm learning to," or "I'm working on it." You have potential you haven't even touched yet. Believe it, then prove it. Segment 3: Turning Obstacles into Opportunities. Ryan Holiday teaches, the obstacle is the way. Thomas Edison's factory burned down in 1914, destroying millions of dollars worth of equipment and years of research. He was 67 years old. Most people would have seen this as the end. Edison watched the fire and told his son, "Go. Get your mother and all her friends. They'll never see a fire like this again." The next morning, he surveyed the ruins and said, "There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burned up. Thank God we can start anew." 3 weeks later, his factory was producing again. That's the mindset of someone who transforms obstacles into opportunities. The building burned down, a fact Edison couldn't change. But his response? Completely under his control. A modern entrepreneur named Lisa experienced a similar mindset shift. Her business partner embezzled money and destroyed their company. Lisa lost everything: her savings, her business, her partnership. She spent one day crying. Then she got to work. She realized the company had been holding her back from a bigger vision. She'd been too comfortable to pursue. The disaster forced her hand. Within 2 years, she built a more successful company, aligned with her true vision. She later said, "I'm grateful for what happened. I wouldn't have taken the leap otherwise." As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every obstacle contains a hidden gift, but you have to look for it. Your job isn't to avoid problems, it's to extract value from them. Today, look at your biggest challenges differently. Ask, what opportunity is hidden here? What am I supposed to learn? How can this make me stronger? The obstacle isn't in your way. The obstacle is the way. Call to action. Feeling that motivation building? If this video is giving you the boost you need, please subscribe and click the bell, so you get your daily dose of motivation regularly. Share this with someone who needs encouragement today. Your support means everything. Let's keep this momentum going. Segment 4: The Power of Daily Discipline. Jocko Willink says, "Discipline equals freedom." There's a story about Jerry Seinfeld's productivity secret. When asked how he became such a successful comedian, he revealed his "don't break the chain" method. He hung a large calendar on his wall, and every day he wrote jokes. He marked a big X on that day. After a few days, he had a chain. His only job was to not break the chain. "Don't break the chain" became more motivating than how he felt on any given day. It wasn't about feeling inspired, it was about showing up consistently. A fitness enthusiast named Marcus applied this principle. He committed to exercising for just 10 minutes every single day. Not an hour, not an intense workout, just 10 minutes, no matter what. Some days, those 10 minutes turned into 30 or 60. But the rule was simple: never zero. Always something. After 100 days without breaking the chain, exercise became automatic. He'd built a habit so strong that not exercising felt strange. As Aristotle noted, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Motivation is an emotion that fades. Discipline is a decision that endures. Here's your challenge: choose one thing: reading, exercising, writing. Learning a skill, anything, and commit to doing it for just 10 minutes. Every day for 30 days. Mark it on a calendar. Don't break the chain. By day 30, you won't need motivation anymore. You'll have something better, an identity. You'll be someone who exercises, or someone who writes, or someone who learns. As Stephen King says, amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. Be disciplined today. Be free tomorrow. Segment 5: Your Impact Matters. Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." Sometimes we need motivation not for ourselves, but to remember that what we do matters. There's a story about a man walking along a beach, where thousands of starfish had washed ashore. They were dying in the sun. He noticed a young girl picking up starfish, one by one, and throwing them back into the ocean. He said, "Young lady, there are thousands of starfish on this beach. You can't possibly make a difference." The girl picked up another starfish, threw it into the waves, and replied, "I made a difference to that one." Your actions matter. Your work matters. Your kindness matters, even when you can't see the full impact. A teacher named Sarah felt discouraged. She worked in an underfunded school, teaching kids who faced tremendous challenges. She wondered if anything she did really mattered. 20 years later, she received a letter. A former student, now a doctor, wrote to thank her. He said her belief in him when no one else did changed the trajectory of his entire life. He'd since helped save countless lives. Sarah had no idea. She couldn't see the ripple effects of showing up each day with care and dedication. You might never know whose life you're changing. The kind word you offer. Someone might be the only kindness they receive that day. The work you do, even when it feels small, contributes to something larger. As Aesop said, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Your contribution matters. Show up anyway. Do the work anyway. Be kind anyway. The world needs what you have to offer. Segment 6. Today is your day. Dr. Seuss wrote, "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." This is your reminder that today, right now, is your opportunity. There's a profound story about a successful businessman who was asked about his secret. He said, "I treat every day like it's the most important day of my life because it is." He explained, "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Today is all I have. So I make it count." Too many people live in the past or the future. They dwell on regrets or delay their dreams. Meanwhile, today, the only time you actually have, slips away. A woman named Jennifer was stuck in this pattern. She'd say, "I'll start my business next year when I have more money. I'll pursue my passion after I retire. I'll travel when the timing is better." Then her father died suddenly. He was only 62. He'd spent his whole life planning for someday, and someday never came. Jennifer realized she was making the same mistake. She quit delaying. She started her business with what she had. She took that trip. She pursued her passion. Years later, she said, "My dad's death was heartbreaking. But it gave me a gift, the understanding that waiting is a risk. Today is not the dress rehearsal. This is your life." As Robin Sharma teaches, don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. What are you waiting for? What permission do you think you need? What perfect moment are you hoping will arrive? This is the moment. Today is the day. You are ready enough, good enough, worthy enough right now. As Mary Oliver asked in her poem, The Summer Day, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" Answer that question with today's actions. Closing and call to action number 2. Today, we've explored powerful truths. Start before you feel ready. Believe in yourself like Bannister believed. Turn obstacles into opportunities like Edison. Build discipline like Seinfeld. Remember your impact matters like the Starfish Girl. And seize today like it's your only chance, because it is. This wasn't just information, this was activation. Motivation that demands action. So here's your final challenge before this video ends, before you click away. Decide on one thing you'll do differently today. One action, one change, one step. Then count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And do it. If you're ready to receive this daily dose of motivation regularly, subscribe and turn on notifications. Share this with someone who needs a boost. Comment below and tell us what's the one action you're taking today. As Tony Robbins says, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. Your moment is now. Your day is today. Your life is waiting. Make it count. Thank you for joining us.